The expectations that you put on others and anything outside of your control is silently ruining your peace. It's hard not to put expectations on every single thing that we do. Whether it goes to a restaurant we're going to, we have an expectation. Where when we just meet someone for the first time, we have an expectation that they're going to be cordial. They're going to say, hi, what's your. We have an expectation for everything. For a vacation, for the weekend, if we have plans, we have expectations. And most of these expectations are out of our control. And I noticed that this silently kind of disrupted my peace. It kind of, when I had expectations for things that I had no control over, I realized that my emotions would kind of sway, that I would just become more frustrated easier because these expectations that I have created in my head were not fulfilled, right? And it's very easy, like I said, to put expectations. For example, at work, coworkers probably do annoy us. They're bad workers, I agree. I'm not saying that your standards are too high or that you're expecting crazy. No, a lot of people do give below average effort at work, and we often get frustrated, which that is valid, right? It is valid because it sometimes does have an impact on you directly, but at the end of the day, we can't change these people. We cannot change these people. We cannot influence their work ethic. Who they are, that's who they are, right? And the most important thing is protecting your energy and being aware of your mood and what throws off your mood in your day to day life. And expectations is something that I have noticed throw off my energy several times. So, something that I've been trying to practice is taking expectations off of literally everything that I am capable of, you know? Everything that is outside of my control. Expectations from people that don't care about me. Rightly so, because my whole job, they can't all care about it. That's not realistic. But learning to take expectations off of things you cannot control has brought me a lot of peace. It has kept my mood better because when you have zero expectations, you cannot be disappointed. So when your coworker puts half the work in, you cannot be disappointed. It cannot affect your day because you are choosing to protect your energy, which at the end of the day is the most important thing because protecting your energy is one of the very few things that you have 100% control over. So what I tell myself when I notice that I'm kind of putting expectations, I point it out immediately, because it's easy. Our brain does it automatically. Our brain puts expectations on everything automatically, subconsciously. When you go to McDonald's, you don't consciously say to yourself, your expect. I've probably said expectation 100 times already, but that's the point of this video. When you go to McDonald's, your brain already makes one for you versus when you go to a fancy restaurant, your expectations are a lot higher. So your brain does this subconsciously. But to an extent, we have to be aware of it and we have to stop it when we realize that the expectations are actually giving us a giving us hope in the wrong things that most likely will lead us to disappointment. So what I do when I catch myself, I just tell myself like, yo, you're putting an expectation onto something that you have no control over. These people at the end of the day don't owe you anything. If you hold the door open, they don't owe you anything. If they don't say thank you, they don't owe you a thank you. Even though they should, I say thank you. But it is about protecting your energy. It really is not about that you think you're right and they need to change. Because let's be realistic, That's not going to happen. You can't, another expectation, you can't expect everyone to live and have the same exact morals as you. You can't expect everyone to do the same thing that you would. That is a unrealistic expectation that you set on others that is silently ruining your peace. Because at the end of the day, what is most important to me is my peace and my energy. If I let others and the effort they put in and the results that they give me dictate my energy, then my energy is going to be all over the place. I'll have no control over it because when you set these expectations, now you're betting your energy on this outcome. You're basically gambling your energy. That's basically what it is when you put expectation. You are gambling your energy because it is out of your control and you're putting your assets, your energy into something that you cannot control. And most of the time, the preferred outcome is not really what happens. You get what I'm saying? So, this really helped me. Obviously, I do get frustrated from time to time. It is hard. Don't expect to just flip this switch. It is something that I repeatedly have to tell myself because I've gone years of putting expectations on people. So you got to give yourself patience, and when you realize you're getting frustrated, just remind yourself that these people truly don't owe you anything. But what you owe to yourself is protecting your energy and valuing your energy. You get what I'm saying? So, kind of practicing patience helps with this. I made a video on how to practice patience. Go watch that. A couple videos back, you know what I'm saying? I'll link it. But if you practice patience, this kind of goes hand in hand with expectations. If you practice patience, you know what I'm saying? So, that's all I got to say. Stop putting expectations on people. Because even though you might be right, it's not about you being right. It's about protecting your energy. At the end of the day, it is not about you being correct. It is about you protecting your energy. So remember that. Next time you get frustrated with people around you, just know they don't owe you anything. But you owe yourself the respect of energy. So yeah. Thank you. Like, subscribe, comment. Thank you.